It's a beautiful Monday morning. Happy Eid al-Maulid. I'm Veronica Danik Boy. Thank you for joining us on TVC Breakfast. And joining me this morning is Kemi Fola Adeyemo. Good
Lady
to
V.
see Why is she shouting Lady V?
Because it's been ages. It's been
That
ages.
we sat together.
Right. It's been ages that we even saw. Let me confess. Good to see you.
Same here.
Bright
same
and
here.
beautiful.
Absolutely. And you too.
Thank
It's
you.
like you are that fly that I was chasing away out of my house this morning. Because what is this combo?
I wonder, but
Okay.
then like I knew, and I didn't even know that it was going to be like this. But it's fabulous. It's fabulous.
Absolutely, absolutely. But today we have an array of issues. We'll be looking at, of course, Eid Maulid. We'll be talking about that, as well as Edo election. Updates around that. There's been back and forth controversies around the governorship election, and also we'll be looking at how Nigeria can work on the path of prosperity. What more can be done? We've seen varying sectors speaking about that, and also if government can pick a leaf from some of the things being said. But first, let's begin with this story, where in a major push towards a cleaner automotive fuel transition, the federal government's Presidential Compressed Natural Gas Initiative, that's the PCNGI, is revving up the distribution of auto gas conversion kits nationwide. This initiative aims to accelerate the switch by commercial and private vehicle owners, driving Nigeria closer to its eco-friendly target. Now, according to Mr. Moses Onate, representative of the PCNGI, a significant shipment of approximately 10,000 kits is headed to key states like Abuja, Kaduna, Lagos, and Oyo, following government interventions to make these kits readily available for vehicle conversions. Now, this move is set to fuel a greener transportation revolution in Nigeria, and the target is about 1 million cars to be converted by 2027 at the end of the day. So far, it is reported that about 5,000 jobs have been, created as a result of this move, this initiative. Those are cars queued there at a center, perhaps looking at how they can convert their vehicles to CNG, which is a cheaper alternative, about 230 naira for the gas. That was the last conversation from the conversation we had with the program director, Michael Oluwagbemi, sometime last week. He said that he gave us that update about the 230 naira per liter gas.
That's a very good margin.
A very huge margin. Looking at the developments around fossil fuel, talking about petrol as it is, we still have queues. So perhaps as they push this forward, we'll see less number of vehicles queuing at filling stations as people adopt this initiative.
The program comes with a lot of gains, indeed. Look at what you said now, that, remarkable margin, and everybody hopes that this will indeed become the order of the day, and it's good to see that commercial drivers are taking advantage of this. We're looking at pictures here in Lagos of how it panned out. The level of interest is commendable. It's growing. The government is targeting 1 million between now and 2027. But then if you also consider the shortfall, we hope that, as the days go by, they will also beef up the current facilities. I guess the government is working with what is obtainable right now, with what it has in terms of infrastructure, and how we can also beef it up between now and about 3 years' time. So we hope that, eventually many Nigerians will tap into this, this massive and promising opportunity, because people have said, analysts have said, Nigeria is like the second in gas flaring, wasting gas in the world after Russia. And so it's time now, and it's good that we are putting our massive gas production into good use, because we are, according to them, we are more of a gas producing nation rather than an oil producing nation. So it's good that, this option is available, and we hope it expands with time.
Absolutely. We have seen how they've moved across Abuja, Kaduna, Abeokuta, and some other states across the country. And like you have rightly pointed out, the structure in place will determine how fast we move. And so we've seen private partnership. We've seen government and private sector partnering together because it seems the private sector seem to have the structure in place readily available as we speak that government can take advantage of. And so there are centers that people can easily go to, you know, for the conversion across these states that they have visited. So it's a good thing to see how people are taking advantage of it. We asked the question about, you know, the safety of, you know, this CNG and the director, as the program director for the PCNGI, also spoke to that effect of how safe it is for those who are concerned about, you know, accidents and other issues around gas. And he said, you know, this gas, it's bulletproof, so to speak. The cylinder is different from the regular gas cylinder, so it can be used around, and so it's not something that is easily combustible, as we have seen with other gas cylinders as it is. So it is quite safe. But then that doesn't mean we shouldn't take caution.
Absolutely.
So definitely we hope that more kits will be made readily available and then affordable and accessible for Nigerians to take advantage of.
Absolutely. In addition, it's good that you're bringing up, you know, insights from Michael Oluwagbemi's interview with TVC News. And, of course, he has been, you know, speaking about this. Other officers of the PCNGI have also been, you know, set up across the country speaking to Nigerians. I also stumbled on another information where it was said that to ensure the safety, because that is paramount, these safety concerns are paramount, to ensure the safety, there's also going to be like an inter-agency regulation. So all CNG users will be monitored.
Yes.
And if there's anything wrong with your cylinder, for example, the cylinder in your vehicle, for example, they are bound, they have been told not to sell gas to those motorists. So to ensure that, you know, there's no problem. And so that vehicle will more or less, I guess, be impounded or grounded at the time and make sure that everything that is wrong with it, especially where the CNG kits are concerned, are sorted out before gas is disbursed or, you know, is given to that or supplied to that vehicle. So these are, I think, parts of the concerns that the government says it is working on. But then there are other issues, and we hope that with time they would also sort that out. Local manufacturers say there is need to also bring them on board because it appears, I don't know if Michael Oluwagbemi
that these kits are being imported.
Yes, they are imported and only assembled in Nigeria. So local manufacturers are saying what happens to us, what happens to the government's drive to enhance you know, the businesses, the goods or the trade of local manufacturers, that there is need. But then, of course, there should be a caveat.
Of course.
It shouldn't be, you know, all because you are a local manufacturer, government has to utilize your services.
Can you meet up with the standards necessary?
Absolutely.
So it is for government to create the enabling environment because local content is key. It's key. Like we have often said, to create more jobs for people in the country. So I will look at how they can strike a balance with that in the coming days, but it's important that we're also looking in that direction of local production to help boost the economy as it is. All right, let's quickly bring you the news update at this time. President Bola Tinubu is felicitating West Nigerian Muslims on this year's commemoration of the Maulid Nabbiyy, the birthday of Prophet Muhammad. He urged Muslims to use the period for deep reflection and remembrance of the Holy Prophet's exemplary conduct and noble teachings. President Tinubu also urged the Muslim faithful to dedicate the Maulid holiday to pray for the country and show empathy and compassion towards one another.